It's your girl T here, back with the Sunday video. I know you guys are having a beautiful, blessed day because you're tea timers. It's just what we do. Our affirmation of the day is, my affirmations are working. My affirmations are working. We're tea timers. Our affirmations are always working. We're getting everything we want up in here. This video is going to be a mosh pot of things. It's going to answer a couple of subscriber questions. You guys seem to be really responsive to me answering your questions, so I want to do whatever helps you guys out. The first question that I had was, do I do coaching? I get that all the time. In every description under the video, I put coaching comments, questions, and I give an email address. I told you guys this a while ago, and I'll say it again because it's still on. Up until I hit 1,000 subscribers, I'm coaching for free. So if you just use the email address I put below every video and you send me your questions, I will answer them. The second question was, if the old story of my SP is continuously playing in my head and I'm rerouting it, but I'm still blocked, what does that mean? It means A, you're recognizing that you're still blocked, which a lot of you are recognizing things without even know you're recognizing them, if that makes sense. If you're telling me that you're still blocked, that means that you are recognizing in the 3D that you're blocked, which means subconsciously you're blocked, which means that you are still living in the old version of your story. You can reroute thoughts all day long, but if your state, the way that you actually view the situation at hand is that your SP wants nothing to do with you, you're blocked, and so on and so forth, that's what will keep reappearing until you A, learn to love yourself, and B, change the story for real. You can say all day, I've changed the story of money, I've changed the story of SP, but your 3D will be honest with you. It will show you what you truly think about those topics. So if you are manifesting someone and they are still acting the same way, not showing you any change, you're continuously still doing the same old behaviors, checking their Facebook, asking friends questions about what you think they're doing, hypothetically making up situations, which is affirming, but just for the negative, you will remain in the same position that you were originally. If you're really truly changing your story, you won't notice that you're blocked. When I was manifesting my SP, I didn't even check at the beginning, sorry, that's a lie. At the beginning, for the first year before manifestation, I checked his Facebook all the time. And I would see the updates, make up stories about it, take whatever that he was posting on Facebook as truth, which half the time the people aren't even posting the reality of what's going on. They're just posting what they want you to see, but that's a sidebar. And after I learned how to manifest, I blocked his Facebook. I'm not saying you guys have to, but I blocked it because it triggered me. So I just kept in my 4D and kept affirming in my 4D, and I made up the story of what was happening, and instead of letting Facebook tell me what's happening in all its fakeness. And you guys should do the same. If you know something's going to trigger you and you know something's not going to be good for you, why are you visiting it? It's like, if you know going and looking on Facebook is going to create a negative story for you, avoid it. Avoid going on their Facebook specifically. If you know that going on Instagram and looking at their page is going to really trigger you and spiral you, don't look at it. It's that simple. Your health and well-being has to be the first and foremost, and after that, when you're manifesting a particular person, avoid the things. It's like if you're an alcoholic, are you going to go to a bar every day and just torture yourself watching people drink? Of course not. You're going to avoid bars because they are a trigger for you. It's the same thing with manifestation. If you know certain things trigger your old story with your SP, money, etc., don't do them. It's like when I'm manifesting money, I have to consciously tell myself, stop checking your bank account, you're living in the 3D. I have to avoid checking my bank account, or when I do, make up a story about it. I love checking my bank account. My bank account is blessed. I always have more than enough in my bank account, even if I feel like it's not the number I want. You have to put in a little bit of work with this, guys, to get the results. So back to the original question, why am I still blocked if I've changed the story of my SP? Because you haven't really changed the story of your SP. You're probably working towards it, but my love, in order for you to change the story about your SP, you have to consciously affirm and change your story as it's coming along. Negative thoughts pop up, oh, that's the old version of me, I don't go there anymore. Sorry, I'm the new version of me, I don't think that way anymore. If you're tempted to go look at Facebook and it triggers you, I don't need to look at their page. They already posted we're in a relationship, because we are, so why do I need to check it? I don't need to double check what I already know. when you are going to check your phone and see if they called you, even if they haven't. Oh, it's so nice they called me. They call me all the time. They keep me in the loop on everything. This is the work that we talk about. Getting a little delusional and loopy. It's all good. What was another question I had? Oh, when I was manifesting my SP, was I manifesting for contact or was I manifesting for something else? I would just do a hodgepodge of things. At first it was for contact, and then when I received contact, it was for, I think it went back and forth, marriage, dating. And then I did a whole stint where I lived in the 3D and I would interact with him and then he would disappear and do that hot and cold thing. And now it's just healthy, consistent communication. We're on the same page. We are always working towards the same goals. You guys always ask for the full story of my SP, but if it's not where I want it to be yet, then I'm not posting it. I'll post it when it gets to where I want it to go, and then you guys can celebrate with me. Same thing for you guys. You guys don't need to tell the whole world your story about anything until it's ready for you if you want to tell. All I can say to you guys is where I'm at now with my SP and where I'm at now with myself is a 360 of where I was at previously when I was manifesting SP and when I was manifesting myself but didn't know it. That's the other thing. I found myself along the way in this journey, which I again will repeat is the best part of manifestation, is finding yourself, loving yourself, being okay and exceptionally okay with everything that you do, and being able to be with yourself, who is the most important person in your reality. And I had another tea timer ask me, can you do a video on self-love? I have done quite a few videos on self-love, and I need a little bit more specifics on what aspects. Self-love, I think in her question she had mentioned like how do I get to the point where I love myself? Everyone's loving themselves is different. For myself, when I really learned to love myself, it's because I'm such a social, extroverted person, and I was always around people. So I realized when I started spending a lot of time with myself and really getting to know myself and what I liked and didn't like. There was one video I did where I said, I'm not keeping things in my life that don't serve me anymore, and I started throwing out stuff that usually I would grapple over, like go back and forth on, and I was just being so decisive about it. And I just felt it within my whole body through the last couple of years, just really learning to love myself, or really loving myself more and really appreciating myself. If this was 3, 4, 5 years ago, I wouldn't dream of spending a Saturday night taking myself out for dinner and doing things by myself. I'd have to have friends around me. But now I can do that in a lickety split because I really enjoy my own company and I really appreciate who I am as a person, and I think I'm a terrific person. And when you know that you've gotten to that point, you will feel it within you. Every fiber in your body will know how much you love yourself. And another thing I saw when I was learning to love myself was appreciating things more, appreciating my children, appreciating that I have a car, appreciating the world around me, appreciating that life is bigger than these other things that we're manifesting, like SP, money, etc., etc. I'm not trying to sound woo-woo fluffy, but it just gives you a whole appreciation of life and how amazing you are as a human being, and it's more satisfying and gratifying than anything that you could ever imagine. And I can't sum it up in one sentence on how to love yourself. For me, it was a whole bunch of things. I journaled, I took myself out, I went for walks, I really just saw my patterns of behavior and figured out what was serving me, what wasn't. You have to decide what your version of loving yourself is. A good way to judge that is when you're daydreaming or manifesting or thinking about your manifesting your SP, when you have those scenes where you're doing things together, what are in those scenes? Are you going out for dinner? Are you going to the movies? Are you going on vacation? Those are all things that you could do with yourself. And so you need to figure out what things make you truly happy, and that's part of the equation of loving yourself, is doing those things perhaps by yourself and figuring out how fun they are on your own and preparing that your SP is coming in and they will be joining you soon. So that is part of it. But if you look back to my older videos, which I've put in different playlists under the one of the tabs, you can see a whole bunch of videos on self-love, because that's what is the leader of my channel. I also wanted to say, a lot of videos that are on YouTube right now are, I don't want to say clickbait because that's what everybody's saying, but they a little bit are. Like they're saying get your SP in 24 hours, do this and you'll get your SP. And a lot of the videos are curated and they are angled from the creator more at getting subs and views rather than actually helping you. I will never do that. I'm here to help you. I don't care how many views my videos get. I don't care how many subs I have. I know eventually I'll have a lot of subs because I feel like I'm giving you pertinent information, but my goal on this channel is not to see how many subs or views I can get. My goal on this channel is to share my journey with you and help people along the way who are going through the same things that I did. And even if you're not, we all go through a journey at some point in our life, and I'm just giving you my viewpoint, my tips and tricks on how to do it. And I know it's helping a lot of you, so that is my joy. That's where my joy comes from. So, my video is getting too long. Y'all know I love under 5 minutes. It's already at like 8 minutes. I can't do it. You guys are going to have a beautiful, blessed day because you're tea timers. Remember the affirmation I said at the beginning, which is another game-changing affirmation. My affirmations are working. My affirmations are working. You just tell yourself your affirmations are working and your 3D is always working in your favor, and it will speed up the process tenfold. If you think everything in your 3D is a sign, or what's the word, birds before land, or it's something to do with your manifestation popping up any minute, like Sammy says, any minute now, you see how quickly that speeds up your journey, speeds up your manifestation process rather. Anyways, I'm droning on, gotta go. I love y'all, but not as much as you should be loving yourselves. Have a beautiful, blessed Sunday. Bye.